For New Mexico, we have student athletes Hugh Greenwood, Sam Logwood, Coach Craig Neal. Coach, if we can start with you, just some thoughts on today's game.
I thought Air Force did a good job in the second half. I thought they made crucial shots when they needed to make them. And anytime you play a team like they are, you have 18 turnovers against a zone the whole game, you're not going to win. And you're not going to be able to win if you shoot 59% from the foul line. So, all in all, I thought our guys gave great effort. I thought we had chances to win. I think there were 6 possessions in the second half where we let them score with under 6 in the shot clock. And if you do that, you're not going to finish the game. But I thought our kids gave great effort. Just sad that Hugh doesn't get to continue on being the only player in Mountain West history to have 9-0 as a player. Now he's 9-1, but this tournament and our season won't define his legacy as in our program. So I appreciate everything he's done for us. Same with Deshaun. It's just sad Deshaun didn't get to play. He missed his senior night, and then he also misses his senior Mountain West tournament. So other than that, you got to give Air Force credit. They made plays when they needed to make them, and we didn't. So, my hat's off to them. And, I think this is the third, fourth, might be the fourth time we've lost in the first round. So not a lot of fun, and we'll just try to keep improving, and now we got to start getting ready for next year.
Thank you, Coach. Now I'll take questions for the student athletes.
Hugh, walked off the court for the first time in this tournament without a win, and I'm just curious your thoughts as you were walking off. I saw you waving to fans. What were your thoughts when you walked off today?
Just walking off, I wasn't really thinking about the loss. I was just more thinking about thanking the fans for an incredible 4 years, and unfortunately this season didn't go the way we wanted it to. But at the end of the day, our fans have always been supportive, and they've always been supportive of me and my family, so that was the biggest thing. I wanted to thank them, and that was my moment to thank them one last time. Last time putting the Lobo jersey on, it's been an honour and a privilege, and what makes it is the fans, and they've done an incredible job, and they supported us through thick and thin, and I know they'll be back next year.
For either one of you, specific to this game, they obviously had a game plan where they wanted you guys to attempt a lot of three-pointers, and you did 25 of them. Sam, were they taking away your drive? Hugh, did you feel that they were kind of forcing your game to be played on the outside as opposed to the inside, or did you feel you guys were doing a good job of getting inside?
Well, personally, I felt like they gave us open shots. So coach told us to shoot open shots, so we shot open shots, and that's what they gave us, so we just didn't make them, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I thought we went inside early, but probably not as much as we should have. We missed some layups inside, and then they started collapsing a little bit more. But like Sam said, we had open shots. I had an open shot to put us down 1, I think, with not long to go in the corner, wide open shot in the corner, just didn't roll in, and that's the difference in the game. It's making shots, and obviously the foul line was the biggest thing. When you shoot less than 60% from the foul line in a 7-point game, it makes a difference, and that's something that the guys have got to acknowledge moving on to next year. They've got to be able to make shots.
Sam, I know it's only been one season for you, and you came to UNM late in the process, late in the summer. What is the future for you in this program, and what can you take away from Deshaun and from Hugh?
I've learned a lot this year from both of the seniors, on and off the court. They're both great players and great people. And just moving on, we just got to continue to work hard, and learn from our mistakes we made this year. And I believe that the next couple of years that we're going to have pretty good seasons.
Injuries kind of piled up on you guys, and especially with Dede towards the end, losing him for the last 2 games. How much did that affect you guys' game plan heading into this game, not having Deshaun?
I don't necessarily think it was this game. I think it was our whole season. When you lose Cullen, who's all conference at the beginning of the year, Jordan's coming in expecting to be newcomer of the year, and he's battled injuries all year, and then you lose Dede, who was all conference as well. So it hasn't just been the last 2 games. It's been kind of a progression over the season. We lost Sammy for 3 or 4 games. It is difficult. It is sports. And unfortunately, we were able to make that adjustment against Wyoming and get a win under man. But tonight we just couldn't get it done. And like I said, injuries happen in sports, and other guys have got to step up. And I thought Sammy stepped up and did some things well tonight. He's going to have an incredible career moving forward. But yeah, it's just about who can stay healthy. And we've been healthy the last 3 years. We've had an incredible run with health, with our great trainers. Bob's been great, Nate's been great over the years. But when it gets to this point in the year, you've got to be fresh and you've got to have healthy bodies. And unfortunately, we didn't have that.
I feel the same way as Hugh does. We lost a lot of players, but we can't really put it on that. Just something we got to look forward to, and just keep moving forward and getting better.
Anything else for our student athletes? Okay, thank you, man.
Cheers.
All right, boy. I'll see you back there.
Questions for Coach Neal?
Craig, at the Academy, February 4th, it was a game that I know afterward you were a little frustrated that the team seemed to settle for the outside shot, and you guys are a poor three-point shooting team overall. It seemed to be the exact same kind of scenario, especially in the second half tonight. Did you feel that anything changed from what happened a month ago to what happened tonight in terms of how you guys performed?
Well, I think we made more shots today. I think some guys made some shots. But, we've said all along that we were going to try to get guys open shots, and I think we had open shots. I just didn't think we were able to convert like they did. I think they made crucial shots when they needed to, and we didn't. I think what happens also when you throw the ball inside or you miss layups or easy shots or turn the ball over, your guards tend to not want to throw it in there as much. And that has nothing to do with anybody on our team. It's just that's basketball. I've played it for a long time, been around for a long time. We went inside early, weren't able to convert on some things we were going to convert on or try to convert on. And then anytime you turn the ball over 18 times, like I said, against the zone, it's going to be a long night.
Coach, just how big were those turnovers? I mean, you had 18 and Air Force took advantage, scoring 21 points.
Yeah, I just think that, I told them that, our goal is to hold, under 12. And, I think if we would have been under 12 tonight or somewhere close to it, 13 or 14, we would have had a chance to win. But those were crucial because they got easy shots. Their offense is hard to guard. That's why we played a lot of zone. It's not fun to guard. But they're not a great when you zone them. Besides the shots they make, they've never been a really good transition team. But when you turn the ball over, it gives them chances to get easy points. And I think that affected us. And they're very capable when you turn the ball over or you try to go for offensive rebounds. They're very capable of getting out on you if you don't get guys back.
Greg, I know the easy answer is to stay healthy, but looking back at this season, I'm curious what you may change from a coaching standpoint. You personally, what you might have learned from this season or you might try and take from this season and change going forward?
Well, I'll learn not to have 9 new guys to start the season. Learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about our program, know where we have to go. But at the end of the day, I feel pretty good about what our staff did and how hard we worked. I just think ball didn't bounce our way. But, this isn't trying to be cocky or arrogant, but there's not too many people in this tournament that have won this tournament, and I have. And you can go down who's coaches in our league and see who's won it and who hasn't. And I'm one of those ones that have, and my goal is to come back here and try to win it again. So I'm not satisfied where we finished, not happy with it, but my kids gave great effort, and I'm really proud of them. But, we've established a culture there, a winning culture, and hopefully we'll get it back to that next year.
Craig, you had said that this season won't define Hugh's legacy, and his record does speak for itself. But how do you as his coach define his legacy?
That's hard. We've had a lot of great players, a lot of great student athletes in 8 years, but I don't think we've had anybody that has touched our community and touched our campus or our program like him. And not just that he wasn't a guy that was the leading scorer. He wasn't the guy that always wanted the ball or taking all the shots. He was just a guy. He was a team, and it was all about team. It never was about me. And that's the most I hope our younger guys learn is it's not about me. It's about team. And what he did in our community, what he did for our university, I think second to none. And, I have the utmost respect for him. We got a great relationship. He's really helped Cullen because he was Cullen's roommate the last 2 years. But I think he did so many things in our community and our university that'll be hard to replace. And I don't think there'll be anybody like him. I think he's got a huge heart, and he loves everything about Albuquerque. He loves everything about the university. He loves everything about wearing that Lobo jersey. And that's going to be hard to replace, and I don't think you'll ever do that. I think he's one of those guys that's going to stand time because of the all-around package, not the playing package, not the academic piece, not the community relations piece. I just think all of it makes him unique. He's a unique kid. He loves life. He wants to be around people, and that's just what that's going to be his legacy.
Craig, I thought pace was a big piece of the latter part of the second half. I think there was 8 possessions in a row where there was whistles. It led to turnovers. Did you sense a frustration on your guys when there were whistle after whistle after whistle second half?
I don't know about that. It was a weird whistle in the second half, and that's all I'll say about it. I thought it was a weird whistle. We're in a bonus 11 minutes, and it was caught up within the next 45 seconds. So it was just a weird whistle. There wasn't a continuity to the game. There wasn't a flow to the game, and I think that took us a little bit out of things. But you got to give them credit. They played well, and they made shots, and we weren't able to get over the hump. But when we were up 5, I thought we'd have a really good shot, and then we came down and gave them free throw on dead clocks, and you can't do that. You can't have 6 possessions when you're under 10 seconds and you let them score. And that's, I told our guys, I said, one thing we have to work on, and one thing our teams have had in the past is our mental discipline. And I think our guys, being 9 new guys, 5 new guys that played, I thought our mental discipline wasn't as strong as it's been in years past.
Go ahead.
Coach, obviously, when you have a season like this, there's a lot of criticism and a lot of heat. But knowing what you have coming back next year, knowing what was sitting out this year or was hurt this year, how much better will this team be next year?
Well, I don't know. I hope they'll be better. I think we got 3 good freshmen coming in. I think I've got a couple guys that'll learn, and I think they'll get into a role. I thought Obach really improved for somebody that late in the year I thought he really improved. I know we're going to work to be good. I know we're going to do everything we can to be good, and that's what our program's about. And I just know from as soon as we get back and we start spring workouts, it'll be to get back to where our program's been, and we won't accept losing. And we'll try to get back to where we've been the last, 4 or 5 years. But a lot of that's unhurt. I don't know what's going to happen because we got a couple guys that never played in this league, and I think this league's a lot better than everybody thinks it is. And just because you've had success somewhere else doesn't mean it carries over to what happens in this league. And it's a great league. Got great venues, hard to win on the road. Got great coaches, great players. And our guys are really going to have to buckle down to get better. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm disappointed in what happened today. Not real happy about it, but I'm looking forward to the future.
Coach, does a season like this, give you more motivation to improve for next season, that you want to improve, get back to the top?
Well, I think any time as a coach you want to improve. And I can't sit up here and say that I saw this coming. If you'd have told me before the season that we'd have the injuries we'd have and the things that went on with our guys, then, maybe. But you can't predict that. I think if, you don't know what would have happened if we had everybody healthy, but I'm excited to get some guys healthy and excited to get new guys in and try to help our other guys improve. But one thing our program's done, and a lot of you have watched us over the years, we've really developed players. And this year was a little bit harder because we just didn't have time to develop 9 new guys or 5 new guys. And that's not an excuse. I'm not, there's no excuses for our season, but we've done a good job developing, and we'll see if we can continue to do that. So I'm excited for that.
One last question.
Craig, hearing Hugh talk about putting the jersey on for the last time, hearing some of your comments, if invited, is this the end of the season, or are you guys?
I think we're just going to push the reset button.
Okay. Thank you very much, Coach.
Thanks.